Okay, so now we're going to finish it up. So finish up the collar. So here's where we're at so far. Now the next step is to clean this up right here. And then, so I can see that there's like all this bulk right here. So I want to cut everything that's on this side of this sewing right here. And it's because I can just see that if I clean that up, it'll be easier to tuck it under. So I'm going to take all of this and I'm going to cut it like that. And actually, you know, I can almost cut all this off. I could. There's no reason why I can't. Just got to be careful what you're cutting, that's all. These are really sharp scissors, I'm telling you. You could cut. But I don't need to cut much more off, maybe a little bit over here. There. So it cleans that up a little bit, makes it a little easier. Okay, so then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, see they usually call this stitch in the ditch. This is where, if you look at this shoulder, you see here's the shoulder, right? Here's the seam. And normally if I hadn't used a serger and then top stitched, this would be just one line because it would be two pieces sewn together, like what I was saying earlier, if you just use this machine. But I top stitched and I did a little bit more fancy using the serger. So I'm going to stitch right in the same spot so that it doesn't show any stitches. So that's what I'm doing here first. So I have all this bulk here, so I can hide that bulk right in there. Everything, but I don't like this. I still want to clean this up a little more. Here, let me get a little bit more of this cleaned up. There. There. Yeah, now it'll go in nice. So I'm going to take this, and I might even cut this out too. Right there. I don't need that. This is not all required, but it doesn't hurt. See, it's still a little bit there. Oh, I hope I didn't. Yeah, it's still a little messed up. Go a little lower with it. There. So far I haven't screwed up, but I could very easily. Okay, now, see, now I like that. So I'm going to go right there. And you can see, normally again, people would use pins, but I'm not going to use pins because I can hold it. And as long as I can hold it, it's fine. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to go forward 2 stitches, and then back 2 stitches, and now I'm going to stitch in the ditch. There we go. There. So let me bring that in a little bit more. Good. All right, so now I'll show you what I just did. I'm going to pull this out and cut this one here. And then I have another thread on the bottom. See that thread right there. I'm going to cut that. There, see how I followed the same line? Right here. So it's barely detectable. And here's another wild. You ever buy clothes and you got all these threads on it? That's because they didn't do enough care cleaning. Okay, so now we just have this section right here to clean up, right there. And this should be not a problem. So what we're gonna do, and I might use pins on this, or I might just sew it. I think I can just sew it. Yeah, it's close, I think. Yeah. So I'll just bring it over here like this and try to get it in there. There, I'm gonna start there. And on this, you try to get as close to the edge as possible. Meaning there's no extra, like you go right to the edge there. Let me bring that in a little, move this over just a hair. Oh, no. I'm always doing stuff. Hold on, I hope it doesn't go off. I can't move it over, but I can zoom in. I had to plug it in because the battery was going down. There. Okay, I'll just zoom in. Let's see, zoom it in. Technical difficulties. All right, there, I'm zoomed in. Good. So you can see how close it is. Now, if I had a tag, which I will have tags because I'm buying an embroidery machine, so I'll be able to put my own Aloha shirt company by Joseph Plant right here. There we go. So here we go. Ready? I'm ready. Okay, so now I'm going to back stitch. And again, I'm going to put 3.5 in case I have to pull it out. It's a lot easier, and it's enough to hold it down. See, it didn't move that time. Oh, now it's moving. And here, see, I'm right on that edge. There we go. I'm just manually manipulating it, trying to get it as good as I can. There we go. That's going. This is a pressure foot B, which it has like a little indentation in the middle, so it's easy. I like this one because it's easy to sew over the serged seams. These are serged seams, so the little groove allows it to go like that. Okay, so now let me use my little pucker tool to make sure. I can use this too. I don't know where my pucker tool went. Oh, here it is. See this tool. So I'm going to use this tool and see if I can make it perfect. There. So I'm going to try to go right to there. Because it's a little tight right there, so I want it as good as I can get it. There, I think we closed it off. There. Now we'll pull this out. Yeah. I'm very happy with this so far. Got a little pucker right there, but I don't think it's, I couldn't help it. I tried, but I can iron it out. Okay, so now we have a finished collar. You know, some of it I'm gonna have to iron out, like this here. Let's see, get it right. But, you know, when you send it to the cleaners, it comes back pretty good. Yeah. And this can be bigger, it just depends on the design. But you can see now, you have a finished collar. This doesn't look right here. But everything else looks good. I might be able to fix that. Let me see if I can fix that. I'm gonna have to play with it with the iron and then sew it again. But still, overall, it's pretty good. Yeah, I gotta play with that just a little bit more. I think that if I go here like this and sew it down right there. Yeah, let me do that real quick. I can get that a little better. See, because there was a little extra right there, and I just didn't quite get it. There, let me see if I can. All right. So now I'm going to try to pull it the other direction using my pucker tool. And then, you know, it should offset. Go backwards a couple. There. See if that helped. Yeah, it helps some. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think once I iron it, it'll be fine. So here is a collar. There you go. The collar is in. And see, this is the shoulder. See? And then this will go over like that. Once I iron it all, it'll sit nice. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. There. So now the next step is to sew this together. These. I will sew these together and then put the sleeves in and put the bottom on and then sew the buttonholes, and then we'll be done. It'll be a full done shirt. So, all right.